In this exercise, we did exercise 4.2, question number 3. Check which of the following are solutions of the equation and which are not. Did you guys check them?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Does anyone have any doubt in this question? Check which of the following are solutions of this equation.
No, ma'am.
Oh, ma'am.
No doubt. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. So in the previous class, we saw and we just mentioned, we didn't discuss it thoroughly, that one linear equation, if there is a linear equation in two variables, how many solutions is it going to have?
Infinity.
Infinite solutions, right? Let's see an example of that. For example, if you have x plus y is equal to 10. So we can see that x, so this equation is a linear equation, first of all, because the degree of this equation is 1. Here also the degree of this term is 1 and the degree of the second term is also 1. So this is a linear equation and it is in two variables, x and y. So this is a linear equation in two variables. This has how many solutions? Solution means the value of x and the value of y which satisfies the equation. So let's just, solution means values of x and y that satisfy the equation, right? That is called the solution. So let's see who all are here. Munir. Munir. Abdul Jabbar.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me any, there are going to be a lot of solutions. Can you tell me any one solution of this?
Can I?
Ma'am, 6 and
6 and 4, very good. So 6 comma 4. Why do we write 6 comma 4? Because x is 6. We know that it's x comma y, the coordinates, right? So that's why we write 6 comma 4 is a solution. Yes, Preshita? One more solution.
Yes, 3,7.
3 comma 7, right? In fact, 7 comma 3 is also a solution.
Yes.
And 4 comma 6 is also a solution. Similarly, 1 comma 9. Very good. 5 comma 5. 9 comma 1. 2 comma 8. Yes. And in fact, you're going to have 2.5 comma 7.5 also. This is also going to be a solution. So think about all the numbers that you can fit here. It's going to be an infinite number of such combinations. So
yeah,
when you have, now pay attention to this, when you have a linear equation in just one variable, let's say x, just one x, okay? X equals 5. If this is the equation, there will be only one solution. Now, if you have 4x plus 2 is equal to 12, there is one equation and one variable, right? So there will be only one solution.
Yeah.
But when you have a solution where there are two variables, then it will be an infinite number of solutions unless and until you have one more solution added to it, which is something which we'll discuss in 10th grade.
X in this equation will be 2.
No, it won't be 2.
4x plus 2x equals 6x and x equals 2.
But say if x is 2, then 4 into this will become 4. Right?
Okay.
Here x will be 1.
But ma'am, how will we solve this one? Then like what are the steps?
This is something you guys studied in I think 7th grade. See, what you have to do is first you have to divide entirely by 4 because here we have 4. So you will say x plus 2, or you can just remove the bracket also, is equal to 12 by 4, which is 3. So x plus 2 equals 3, so x equals 1. Another way of solving this is just open the bracket. It becomes 4x plus 4 2s are 8 equals 12.
Oh.
So from this you have 4x equals 4, x equals 4 by 4, which is again 1.
Okay.
Okay. So the reason we say it has not this one. See, so when there is one variable only, it has just one solution. But when you
One
have
solution, yeah.
something like this, when you have a linear equation in two variables, then you are going to have infinite number of solutions. Why? Because this equation corresponds to a line. And we know that every
All
point
the
on the
points.
line is a solution. Every
Yes.
point on the line is a solution. And how many points are there on the line?
Infinite.
Infinite number of points. Therefore, there are infinite number of solutions of any given linear equation in two variables.
Two
Acha,
variables.
what if you want a unique solution? Meaning just I don't want infinite solutions, I want just one solution. Then what will happen? For that you will
We
need
will
two
provide
lines.
one of the variables value.
Yeah. Okay. Or either that or okay, imagine if you have two lines intersecting each other. Two intersecting lines. Then how many solutions? The solution of this system, this is called a system. System means two lines taken together. Solution of this system is what? The point which satisfies both of the lines is called a solution of this system. Which point satisfies both of the lines?
The intersecting point.
The point of intersection, which is how many points of intersection are we going to have?
Only one.
Just one point. That is why if you want just one solution, you will need one more equation over here, which we are going to study in 10th grade. Okay, but in right now in 9th grade we have just one equation, and we are going to see that it's going to have an infinite number of solutions. Okay, so let's say the similar type of questions like we had over here, x plus y equals 10. Similar questions are there in exercise 4.2 as well. So you have to tell let's do the first question of exercise 4.2. The first question says y is equal to 3x plus 5. This has a unique solution or only two solutions or infinitely many solutions. Then this equation y is equal to 3x plus 5 is going to have how many number of solutions? Unique solution, meaning only one, or only
Unique.
two, or infinite?
Ma'am, unique.
Unique. And what is that unique solution going to be? We just now discussed this. Okay, this is going to be of which form? What is this going to look like, this equation? Remember, this is a, what equation is this? What kind of equation is this?
Linear
What kind of
equation.
equations? We are studying linear equations in, this is a linear equation in two variables, right? And we know that we saw in the previous class that a linear equation in two variables, its shape is,
Straight.
yeah, it's a straight line, right? This, it becomes a line. Now for this line, can you tell me how many solutions are there for this line?
Infinite.
Infinite. Zen, are you listening, dear? Yes, ma'am. So did you understand this point now? Yes, ma'am. Okay. So, and we saw over here also, Zen, just in case you want to take a look at it again, that if you have a linear equation in two variables, it's going to have an infinite number of solutions. Okay. So please write it over here. A linear equation in two variables has infinite or infinitely many solutions. This is an important point. Please
Yes.
do not forget this and kindly put this in a box or something, or if you maybe have a highlighter, kindly highlight this so that when you go through your notes one day before your exam, this will pop out for you and you can remember this. Okay. Now,
Yes.
so we just now discussed that it has infinitely many solutions, not two, not three, not five, not 100, not 20,000, more than that, infinitely many. So now the second question is talking about, well, there are going to be infinite solutions, but can you just find four solutions for each of the following equations? So there's a first one is 2x plus y equals 7. We are supposed to find just four solutions. For this, what we do is we take a fixed value of y. We will say let y equals something. Then putting that thing as y, we will find the value of x. Okay, just like what we did. This isn't anything new. This is just what we have done over here. X plus y equals 10. We said, okay, we know that 3 plus 7 is 10. We know that 4 plus 6 is 10. So what you did mentally, what you did was you first thought, you thought of the pair, but you thought, okay, if x is 4, then y is going to be 6, right? This is the process that went on in your mind, that if x is 4, y will be 6. So the same thing we're going to do here, that if x is, let's say 1, then y will be what? If x is 0, then y will be what? Okay, is this clear? Let's
Okay.
get started. So
Yes,
what
ma'am.
we do to keep track of things, we make a table. Okay, it just helps it become a little bit organized. So we write x over here. They're asking for four solutions, right? So we write x over here, y over here. So we're going to make a table like this. And okay, so let x, we will first start with 0 because it's the simplest number. 0 multiplied with anything is 0, right? And 0 added to the
Yeah.
same, added to something is the same thing. So just 0 makes things easier. So let x equal 0. So what will this equation become then? Yes, then if you put x equals 0 in this equation, what will it become? Yes, then. Abdul Jabbar, just a minute, Abni. Abdul Jabbar, this is not anything difficult here. This is just you have to put x equals 0 in this equation.
And then you find out what y will be.
Yeah. But first tell me, if you put x in this equation, what will this equation become? We will find out y later on. What will this equation become?
Ma'am, the product or
Nana, the equation, what will it become? You put,
the type of
just put
equation?
x in, no, just put x in place of x, you put 0. Now tell me what should I write over here?
0 plus y,
Very good. So 0 plus y equals 7. Then y becomes what?
7.
7. So when x is 0, now we will write in our table that we made, okay? You have to make this somewhere separately, like maybe on the right side of your page or something. When x is equal to 0, y becomes 7. Fine. Next. Okay, Avni, which
Yes, ma'am.
number should we take? Next, we can take x as 1 maybe, or we can take y as 1. Anything. We can take any variable as
You
anything.
can take x as 2.
Okay, fine. Let's take x as 2. Then what will the equation become?
4 plus y is equal to 7.
Therefore, 4 plus y is equal to 7. That means y becomes
Y becomes 3.
3. So when x is 2, y is 3. Got it?
Yes.
So in our table, we will write 2 and 3. Next, yes, Preshita, what shall we take next? Preshita, you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
I just got disconnected because of the internet changing. Yeah.
No problem. So my question is, let x equal something. Now you suggest what should we take? We can take anything.
Um, maybe 3.
X, we can even take y as something. Let's try y. Okay. Let's
Okay,
take,
so y
can we
as
take,
7.
okay, good. Let's take y as 7. Let's take y as 7 this time. So y,
No, ma'am, but it's already done when x is
it's
0.
already done.
So
Exactly.
let's
That is
take
why
y
we
as
made the
0.
table. Let's take y as 0. Okay. So then what will happen? 2x plus 0 equals 7, right? So
Yeah,
2x
x equals
becomes,
by 2.
yes, 2x becomes 7 and x becomes 7 by 2, which is 3.5. So, okay, I made a very small table. I should have made it a little bit bigger. So when y is 0, now I will put 0 in place of y. X will be my 7 by 2. Okay. Now let's wait for someone else. Who else is there? Zen? Acha, Munir is there. Munir?
Yes, ma'am.
Munir,
Yes,
can you
ma'am.
suggest what should we take? Let x equal something or y equal something.
Let x equal 4.
Okay, fine. Let x equals 4. Then what will the equation become?
8 plus y is equal to 7.
7. Then y becomes
Y becomes 7 by 7 minus
7 minus 8. Yes, and 7 minus 8 is?
1.
Hmm?
1, ma'am.
7 minus 8 is 1. Okay. Do one thing. Munir, first
Minus
tell me, what is 2 minus 3?
minus 1.
Minus 1. So what is 7 minus 8?
Minus 1.
Minus 1, right? Which is minus 1. So when x is 4, y is minus 1. So we have found the 4 solutions and we are supposed to, in your exam, you're supposed to write the answer like this. The 4 solutions, not the 4 solutions. Because if we say the, then it means those are the only solutions, but that's not true. So because there are infinite number of solutions, right? So 4 solutions are, now you will write each of these like this. X is y, sorry, x is 0, y is 7. So then that means 0, comma 7. Okay. Then x is 2, y is 3. So that means 2, comma 3. And similarly, the rest 7 by 2, comma 0 and 4, comma minus 1. Is there any doubt in this question, anyone?
No, ma'am.
Shall we move on to the second one?
Yes.
Okay. Pi x plus y is equal to. Acha, one of you had an exam today, right? 16th September.
No,
Who
ma'am,
had?
it's 17.
It was
Acha.
October.
Ah, okay. Fine. Pi x plus y equals 9. Now don't get scared of the pi, okay? Pi is also a number. So we can just do this. Just do the same thing which we did over here. Make a table for x and y. Yes, let's see who will tell me first which suggest. Just name anything that we can take. Give me any suggestion.
Y is equal to 3.
Y is equal to 3. Okay. So let y is equal to 3. Therefore, pi x plus 3 equals 9. Pi x equals 9 minus 3, which is 6. That means now we have to find the value of x, right? So x equals 6 by pi. Okay.
Yeah.
So if y is 3, x will be 6 by pi. Next, anyone?
Ma'am, x is 1.
Okay. Let x equals 1. Therefore, pi into 1 is how much?
5.
Pi. Pi plus y equals 9. So y becomes how much?
9 minus pi.
9 minus pi. So that is x is 1, y is 9 minus pi. Okay. Next. Okay, I want Abdul Jabbar. Can you suggest what to take? Can we try taking x as 0?
Yes, ma'am.
Let x equal 0. Then what will happen? Abdul Jabbar?
Ma'am, 0 plus y.
Equals 9. So y will become how much?
9.
9. So this was a pretty simple one. If x is 0, y is 9.
Ma'am, can you do x is 5?
Very good. Yes, we can do x as 5 also. So let x equals 5. Then what will happen, Avni?
Let pi pi 5 plus y is equal to 9.
Pi into 5 is nothing but 5 pi. Okay, we will write it as 5 pi
Okay.
plus y equals 9. So y will become how much?
Y will become 9 minus
9
5.
minus 5 pi. Okay, got it?
So y will become 4 pi.
No. These are not like terms. This isn't, if it was 9 pi minus 5 pi, then you can write 9 pi minus 5 pi. You can take 9 and 5, and the pi you can take as common. And then this becomes 4 pi. But here we don't have 9 pi, now we just have 9.
Okay.
Getting it? So that's why we will just leave it as it is. 9 minus 5 pi. This is just like this previous one. The x is equal to 1, where we had 9 minus pi. This is just like that.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Acha, let's take one more. Can we take x as pi, 1 by pi?
Yeah, we can try.
We can try
Yeah,
x
so we
as
will
1
get
by pi.
1 plus y equals 9.
So that's,
Again be 9.
then y will be how much? If 1 plus y is equal to 9, then y will be how much?
8, 8, 8, 8.
8. So if x is 1 by pi, y will be 8. Okay.
Yeah.
At what value of this will the y coordinate be 0? If I ask you, for what value of x, question, for what value of x will the y coordinate, or will y be 0?
9.
9? No, I'm asking, for what value of x will y be 0? Here x is 0. I am asking, y has to be 0. So let's put y as 0 in this equation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So putting y is equal to 0. So in your question now, in your exam, you'll have to write it like this. In fact, not just your exam, wherever you write it in your notebook or wherever, assignments or anything. putting y is equal to 0 in equation 1. You have to mention which equation you are writing. Huh? Or you can just mention the equation also. But what we usually do is just to make things short, we just give the equation a name. Huh? Then tell me what will happen. Abdul Jabbar, can you tell me?
Ma'am, pi x is equal to 0.
Is not equal
Sorry.
to 0. How is
Pi
pi x equal to
x
0?
plus 0 is equal to 9.
Very good. Then
Then pi x is equal to 9 minus 0.
9 minus 0 is how much?
9.
9. Then x equals
X is equal to 9 pi.
9 pi.
9 by pi.
9 by pi. Okay. So when x equals 9, so the answer will be for x equals 9 by pi, the value of y will be 0. Let me just show this to you. I think graphs are a very good way to visualize things. Let me just
Ma'am,
show it
if
to
the
you.
value of x will be minus 1, then how will we do it?
Just the same as what you did over here. Let me put the value of x as minus 1 and show it to you. If your x is minus 1, then this becomes minus pi. Yes, because we are saying pi multiplied by x, na? And x is minus 1. So pi multiplied by minus 1 is minus pi. So now it becomes minus pi plus y equals 9. So when this minus pi goes to the other side, it becomes plus pi.
Yes.
So this will be the answer.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just show it to you on the graph.
Ma'am,
And
but how
I
will we represent pi on the graph?
see pi is what? What is the approximate value of pi? Approximate
3.14.
3.14.
3.14, right? So on the graph, okay, what is 1 by 3? Can someone tell me? Approximate value of 1 by 3.
21. No.
No, 1 by 3. We did it in the first chapter, number systems. Represent something as p by q. And we did the opposite of that. When we divide 1 by 3, what do we get in the quotient? 0 point something bar. What is that something?
0.9 bar.
No. 0.9 bar is 1.
Bar.
0 point?
8.
No, not 0.8 bar.
0.3.
Very good. 0.3 bar. Remember now? So 1 by 3 is approximately equal to 0.33. Acha. And so that is, so 1 by, we have 1 by pi na, and pi is approximately equal to, now we are just going to put the approximately equal to sign because over here we're just approximating things. I want to tell you the value of 1 by pi, approximate value of 1 by pi. Because the actual value, exact value we cannot find because pi is an irrational number. So approximate value of 1 by pi will be equal to 1 by, acha, this is 3.14. So if 1 by 3 is something like 0.3 bar, 1 by 3.14 will be what?
1 point.
1 by 3.14. It will also be somewhere around 0.3 bar only.
Yeah.
If you want, you can just use your calculator to do that. 1 divided by 3 or 1 divided by pi. If you have a scientific calculator, it will have the symbol for pi also. 1 divided by, yeah, so this is around 0.32. Around 0.32, okay, not exactly. So that is where you are going to find your 1 by pi. This is approximately equal to 0.32. Now let me just share my others. Let me just share my other screen. Hmm. Yes. So here, what was our equation? I forgot. Pi x plus y equals 9, is it? Hello, what was our equation?
X is equal to 1 by. Yes.
No. Our equation, the linear equation in two variables.
Yeah. Pi x plus y is equal to
Is equal to
10 or something. Wait.
what happened? What, you guys were not noting it down or what?
No, ma'am, not not this one. Like I thought I complete the thing and then note it down.
Acha, okay. So this was the equation. Acha, wait a minute. Just take a look at the. I'll share the other screen once again. Just take a look at. Wait. Screen. Can you see my screen? Content shared by. Acha, okay. Can you see my whiteboard screen? Yes. Okay. So see there, pi x plus y equals 9. We have said that for y to be 0, x it has to be 9 by pi over here. For y to be 0, x has to be 9 by pi. Right? So that means one of the solutions will be 9 by pi, that is the x coordinate, comma 0, which is the y coordinate. So 9 by pi will be how much? 1 by pi is approximately 0.3. So 9 by pi is equal to 9 multiplied by 1 by pi, yes or no?
No.
Is this clear? Any doubt how 9 by pi is equal to this?
No, ma'am, no doubt.
So, and we know that 1 by pi is approximately equal to 0.32. So this will be equal to how much? 2.7 something.
Yeah, it will 7.
Yeah. Now look at this graph. Can you see the graph? So our point that is supposed to be is 2.7 something, comma 0. 2.7 something, comma 0 will lie on which axis? This one will lie on which axis? X axis or Y axis?
X.
X axis, because the Y coordinate is 0, so it will lie on the X axis. Now look at the graph. Can you see that look at this point, okay? I'm going to find out what are the coordinates of this point. Can you see this is 2.8, comma 0? I mean, we took an approximate value, that's why we were getting 2.7. But this is the value of that point where the line touches the x-axis. By the way, this is called the root of the equation. Root means where the x coordinate becomes 0, that is called the root of the equation. Or this is not in this year's syllabus, this is in the next year's syllabus. Where the line crosses the x-axis, that is called the root of the equation. Okay, so over here we can see that it is 2.8 something, comma 0. Acha, and we saw, if you take a look at the table that we made, we had written that 0, 9 is also a solution of the equation, remember? So look at this point, 0, 9 is there. It's lying on the line. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Okay, so now let's move on to the next question. Okay. The third one is also very simple. If you guys want to note this down, you can do it. Preshita, have you done noting it down?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anyone else left? Okay.
I'm not
So
ready.
the third one is x equals 4y. This is going to be very simple. Put x as something, you'll get the value of y. Put y as something, or in this one, it will be easier if you just keep putting the values of y and you will keep getting the values of x. Let y equals, yeah. Come on, hurry up, hurry up.
3.
3. When y is 3, x will become
12.
12. Abdul Jabbar, can you give us the next one? Let
5.
what is equal to 5? Y or x?
Y.
Let y is equal to 5. Then x becomes 4 into 5, which is 20. Acha, you guys, I already gave you this hint. I'm repeating it. First, start with the small numbers, 0 and 1. 0 and 1. No matter which equation it is, when you start with the small numbers, it gives you a rough idea of how things are going to look like. So start with 0 and 1. So yes, let y equals 0. Then x equals 4 into 0, which is equal to 0. So when y is 0, x is also 0. That means the origin 0, 0 is a solution of this equation. That means this line will pass through the origin. Do you remember the line that we just now saw? The pi x plus y equals 9. The line that we saw, it was not passing through the origin. Do you remember? It was like this. I think it's
Yes.
too light. It was like this. It was not passing through the origin. But this one, x equals 4y, this will pass through the origin. Not actually, it will be like when x is 12, y is 3, right? So it will be like this. This line will look like this. Okay, and one more. We need one last solution.
1.
X equals 1 or y equals 1?
Y. Y.
Y equals 1, therefore x becomes
4.
4. So x is 4, y is 1. So the 4 solutions of this equation. So what we are going to do, this is, I believe this is not a part of your syllabus, but for those of you, some of you are having in your syllabus, you're having those chapters also and those topics also which are deleted by CBSE. So that's why I think it's important for us to discuss those topics as well. We'll just discuss upon them, okay? So you found these points, right? 12, 3, 20, 5, 4, 1. So you see 0, 0. The 4 solutions are, we are going to write it like this. Not the, again. 4 solutions are 0, 0, 4, 1, 20 or 12, 3, 20, 5. Acha, now what we do? If you have a graph sheet, it will be easier. If you don't, you can just make equidistant markings. 1, 2, 3, 0. Okay. So one of the points is 0, 0. One of the solutions is 0, 0. Where does 0, 0 lie on this graph?
In the center, origin.
Origin. So this is one of the solutions. Okay, this is how now, you remember I told you at the beginning of this chapter, how does this equation become a line? How does this mathematical equation become something that looks like a shape? So this is how we are going to do it. This is called plotting the graph. Okay. So we plotted the first point, the origin. Then let's come to the second point, 4, 1. 4, 1, where is it going to be? 4 is x is 4 and y
Yes.
is 1. So it's going to be over here. A. This is the point A.
A bit
So
down, right?
yeah, it's going to be a little bit less. Okay. This is the point A. Actually, I haven't made equidistant markings. That is why this thing is happening. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now is it fine? Now I will just make it over here. Fine. So this is A. Now you can take a third point also, but we know that in order to, from Euclid's geometry, we saw that in order to draw a line, we just need 2 points. And you connect those 2 points and you get the line. No matter how many points you plot on this, if you plot this third point also, fourth point also, the line that you get will be lying on, like, it's not really going to help, but it's safer to take a third point. Okay. But over here we can't because 12, 3, so 12 is going to go even beyond this page. So we just connect these. It's going to look like this. I would suggest you do it with a ruler. I don't have a ruler over here, so I'm just. Okay, so this is your line. X equals 4y.
Ma'am, should it pass all the way through the origin only or only the one side?
Yes, all the way, because a line is infinite, now. A line
Yes.
has arrows. That means it doesn't end. Even if you stop it over here, you have to put an arrow over here. If you don't put an arrow, your marks might be deducted because there will be an error in your answer. And the error is that you haven't put an arrow. So it becomes a ray or it becomes a line segment. So you have to put an arrow over here as well, because it's a line and line goes on infinitely. I just want to show you the equation of that on the screen, on the calculator. And I would suggest you guys try it out by yourself as well, okay? This site is called geogebra.org/calculator. So you can just experiment with stuff. It's gonna be fun. X equals 4y. X. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
The graph, yeah. X equals 4y. Did I write equals? Yeah, x equals 4y. Where did our thing go? Oh, there it is. See, that's what our thing, our graph or our line will look like. Because you see, this basically means that whatever x is or whatever y is, x will be 4 times of that. 4 times as big as y. So that's why the graph looks like this. Acha, can you tell me, just think about it. If the roles of x and y are reversed here, if the positions of x and y are reversed here, if it becomes y equals 4x, what do you think the graph will look like?
It will be more to the upwards. Like,
Hmm. Hmm. So it will be like this. Let me show you. Y equals 4x. Y equals 4x. Okay. So this is what y equals 4x is going to look like. Acha, can you tell me what is y equal to x going to look like?
y equal to
Y is equal to x.
um It will be a straight line from the middle.
All of these are straight lines from the origin only.
No, like from the origin, it will be straight.
This is also straight. This is not straight. Is this curved? Is this bent?
No, ma'am, like it's going on the left side and the right side. The x is equal to y, it will go from the middle. Like, I don't
This
know
is
how to
also
say.
going from the middle.
Ma'am, I don't know how to say it, but it will go.
Okay. Okay. First, tell me what difference do you see between the blue line and the red line? Have we studied about angles? Have we studied about angles? Yes. Now, can you explain your the thing that you are imagining in terms of angles?
It will be like, I don't know. It won't be obtuse nor it will be acute. It will be in the
It will
middle.
not be acute. It will not be acute angle.
No,
Are
it
you
will
sure
be
about it?
acute. It will be like right angle type of.
But say right angle is the angle between the y-axis and the x-axis.
Uh,
I know what you are trying to say, but I want you to utter the right words. Anyone else? Got an idea? Abdul Jabbar, you tell me.
I don't know.
Avni, what she is saying is that it is going. Acha. Avni, you were saying that it will go through the middle.
yeah.
Okay. The angle between the x-axis and y-axis is 90 degrees, right? What is the exact half or exact middle of 90 degrees? We studied it in our lines and angles chapter and
45.
triangles chapter also. 45 degrees. So now can you tell me that
Yeah,
line that
it
you're
will be
talking about?
45. It will
It
be
will
like
be,
approx. Yeah.
it will be at a 45 degrees angle, right? So we have, where did it go? So we have y is equal to x. There you go. The orange line. Can you see? It is exact 45 degrees angle. That means every point on this line is going to be of the form the 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 1.5 comma 1.5. The x coordinate and the y coordinate are going to be equal. Why? Because we are saying that x is equal to y. So at every point, the x coordinate will be equal to the y coordinate. Getting it? How does an equation become a line?
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am, if the x coordinate and the y coordinate both are like the same, so it will be the orange angle, right?
The orange line, yes. Look at each of these points. Why doesn't it tell me the name of the point? Anyway, it will tell you the name of the point over here. See? Saying 2, 2, 4, 4, 6, 6. Okay, so like this, you can just experiment with stuff. If you want, you can add an x square term and see whether it is giving you a line or some other shape. Okay, so you can use this to experiment and that will only increase your knowledge. That's why I'm repeating this again and again. Okay? Anyway, so let's come back to our this thing. Okay, so we have found 4 solutions of this as well. The third question also you guys have done. Now let's do the last question of this exercise, which is fourth question. By the way, we haven't done the first exercise yet. We will do it after this exercise. Okay. So find the value of k if, then read the question. Munir, read the question. Prishta, read the question.
Ma'am, ma'am, it's not written. Find KF. Like the book is not with me, so
Acha, acha, you don't have it with you. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Uh,
so I was reading on the screen.
hmm. Acha, chalo. Abdul Jabbar, you want to say something?
No.
Okay. Is a solution of the equation 2x plus 3y is equal to k. Yes. So the moment someone says something is a solution of this equation, what should you do?
Yes, ma'am.
The moment someone says that this particular value is the solution of this equation, what should you do?
We have to
We
add
should add
to the
the
solution.
values in the respective places.
Not add the values, we have to put the
Like
values or
multiply.
substitute. Yeah, substitute the values in the respective places. And when we do that, it will satisfy the equation.
Hmm.
So since
Yeah.
2 comma 1, I am writing 2 comma 1 for short. You can write the entire thing also, up to you. Is a solution of the equation. Therefore, it will satisfy the equation. That means LHS will be equal to the RHS. So that means 2 times 2 plus 3 times 1 will be equal to k. Now find out the value of k.
Ma'am, 7.
Yes, it will be 7. So k will be equal to 4 plus 3, which is equal to 7. So it's very simple. Let me give you a few more questions. Where's the book? Just a minute. Actually, the type of questions that are used to be asked from this chapter have a lot of them have been removed from syllabus. So that's why I'm not able to find some good. Acha, okay, let's do this. It's very similar to the previous one. Extra question, okay? If the point 3 comma 4 lies on the graph of 3y equals ax plus 7.
Ma'am, the prompting of graph is deleted from the new textbook, right?
Yes, yes, I know. See, that's what happened. The topic of graph has been deleted, but I recently had a student whose teacher said that that exercise is deleted. But the teacher asked, matlab, in the half yearly exam, he had a question based, like a very similar question, the same type of question he had. I was like, how can they ask something if they have deleted it from the syllabus? But anyway, this isn't any different. Okay. The thing is, they're not asking you to plot a graph. They will not ask you. They will just ask this thing, which is very similar to what we did in this question.
So
When it
substitute
lies
the
on the
value.
graph, yes, when it lies on the graph means that it is a solution of the equation. So that's all you have to do. They just have changed the wordings. So that shouldn't change the answer. Okay, so find the value of A.
Okay, ma'am.
Munir, Munir,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. How will we do this question?
Yeah, 1 minute, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, Munir, what happened? Abdul Jabbar,
Ma'am,
Yes,
I'm not
can
ma'am.
asking, I'm not asking for the solution. I'm not asking for the answer. I am asking how will we do this?
Ma'am, we will do the. Uh,
Abdul Jabbar, yes. Go ahead.
Ma'am, we will take 3 in x place and 4 in y's place.
I sent you the answer. Is it correct?
Acha. Hmm. No. Okay, let's do it together. Okay. So, yeah, we will put it in that place. So, 3 multiplied by, what will this become, Abdul
Calculate
Jabbar?
and answer.
3 multiplied by
Ma'am, 3 multiplied by 4. Y is 4.
4 is equal to A. We don't know the value of A. A multiplied by
3,
plus
7.
7. So, it will become 3 4s are 12 equals 3A plus 7. Now,
7 will
subtracting
come.
7. Yes.
7 will come that side.
5A equals 3A. Sorry, I'm sorry. 5 is equal to
No,
3A. So A
A will be
equals
5 by 3.
5 by 3. Did you notice, Avni, did you understand where you made a mistake?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you take X as 3 and Y as 4 over here?
Oh,
Or some
yeah,
other
yeah.
mistake?
Yeah, the opposite one.
Yeah. See, this is why we have to be very careful. Where is X? Where is Y? Okay. Acha. Now, one more question. Find the solution of the equation x plus 2y equals 8, which represents a point on x-axis and on y-axis. Okay, first look at this question, think about it and tell me what it means.
Ma'am, so we have to find the value of x and y both. Then we have to plot it on the graph.
No. This first part you have to do separately, then second part is separate. Look, okay, forget about the second part. Okay, think that this doesn't exist. Find the solution of x plus 2y equals 8. Now, remember, see, the language is very important. They are saying find the solution. What does that mean? See, there are
One,
going to be an infinite number of solutions. We have already discussed that. But find that solution for which the point, find that point which lies on the x-axis. Like this line is going to either it's going to be like this or it's going to be like this something, but it's always going to meet the x-axis at some or the other point, right? Yes, Avni?
Yes.
So they are
Yes.
saying find that point which is on the x-axis. How do we do that? We just now saw in the graph that we looked at. When the line was passing through the x-axis, over there the value of x was
0.
0. So that means in this equation, for the value of x, you have to put
0.
0. Got it now?
Yes.
So the first point, or you can say solution on x-axis implies x coordinate is equal to, y coordinate is equal to 0. I think I made a mistake over here. X is not going to be 0, y coordinate will be 0 because it's on the x-axis, right? Solution, when it lies on the x-axis, the y coordinate will be 0. So over here you put y as 0. So let y is equal to 0. Now you can find the value of x. Who will tell me how much it will be?
Six.
6. Y is
Yeah.
not 1. Y is 0.
Oh. Then 8.
8. So x plus 0 equals 8. So that means x equals 8. So the point which lies on the point which is the solution of this equation lying on the x-axis is 8, 0. Okay, the first part is 8, 0. We are going to just check it on the graph also later on. Okay. Next, let's find the point on the y-axis. Acha, so if the solution, now we are talking about another solution, not the same solution. Okay, another solution meaning another point which lies on the line, another point on the line. But this time, this point has to be on the y-axis, solution on y-axis. Meaning that what should be 0? Abdul Jabbar? Acha, Abdul Jabbar isn't here. Preshita?
Yes, ma'am.
What should be 0 if the solution is on y-axis?
Ma'am, X.
X will be 0. Please switch on your camera.
Yeah.
We have only 20 minutes of class remaining, but still.
Okay.
X should be
1
0.
second.
Yes. So if x is 0, kindly put the value of x as 0.
Let us do it 1 minute.
Yeah, do it.
Y is equal to 4.
Y is equal to 4. So the solution on y-axis will be how much?
What did you say?
So what will be the solution? How will we write it? Like the previous one we wrote 8, 0. How will we write this one?
0, 4.
0, 4. Good. 0, 4. So let's check whether this is our answer is right or not. Okay. Let's check
Yeah.
whether our answer is right or not. So where did we go? Can you see the calculator? Acha, no, you can. So let me first delete this. What was our equation? X plus 2y equals 8. Or was it minus? It was plus, right? Was it plus or minus? No, it was somewhere else. Yeah, it
Yes,
was
ma'am.
plus only. See, the points that we had were 8, 0 and 0, 4 on the y-axis. Fine, clear? 8, 0 on the x-axis and 0, 4 on the y-axis. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Abdul Jabbar, is it clear? Acha, he is not here. Munir, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Zen, okay. Now, acha, what if this was x minus 2y equals 8? Let's see what will happen if it is x minus 2y equals 8. See, that line x minus 2y equals 8 is passing through the same point on the x-axis, but on the y-axis, it is exactly opposite. It is passing through minus 4 on the y-axis, 0, minus 4. Fine, so this was just a little something that uh, okay. There's a homework question. Please take it down. For what value of C does the equation 2x plus cy equals 8 have equal values of x and y for its solution? Just a minute. Okay, so this is your homework. Can someone tell me how you can do this? How can we do this? Any ideas?
Ma'am, we will we will keep both the values same, like 2x plus cx.
We will put y as x, then 2x plus cx becomes 8. Then
Yeah. Um.
we will take x as common.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So you try this. All right. Next, let's come to the first uh, exercise of this. The first exercise is a very basic one. Okay, so the question says, the first question, the cost of a notebook, the cost of a notebook is twice the cost of a pen. Write a linear equation in two variables to represent the state.
2x plus y.
What we can do is, if we
Let
say the,
the
yes,
cost of the notebook be X and the cost of the pen be Y.
okay, so the notebook, we will say first step, we will give them variables. So notebook becomes X and oops, cost of pen becomes Y. Now, what we have to do here is, you know, how to, we translate certain languages into certain other languages. So here we are translating English into the language of maths. Okay. Cost of a notebook X is, the word is translated as equal to. Okay. Twice means 2 multiplied by. Cost of a pen is Y. So this becomes X equals to Y. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the second question says, now see, the thing is, with the linear equation in two variables, you can write it as ax plus by plus c equals 0, where a, b and c are constants. So that means any constant, like x will be multiplied with any constant, y will be multiplied with any constant, and there can be any other constant in the term, in the constant term in the equation. So the thing is, a can be 0, b can be 0, or c can be 0, right? So if c is 0, let's say, let's just do this first question, then it will become clearer. Okay, instead of the first question, let's start with the third question. What is a, what is b, what is c? How can we write this? Minus 2x plus 3y equals 6. How can we bring it to the form of this equation? The c has to be on the left side of the equation. The constant term has to be on the left side of the equation.
We'll add one more variable.
No. We'll just bring the 6 to the other side, na? We will just bring the 6 to the other side. So this will become, oh, sorry, y, there was a y over there. Minus 2x plus 3y minus 6 is equal to 0. We just brought the 6 to the other side of the equation. So now this looks like the standard form of a linear equation in two variables. So here our a is minus 2, our b is 3, and our c is minus 6.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I guess you can do all of this by yourself. Let's try the fourth part. Who all are there? Zen,
After the fourth one, gonna try the second one.
you want to try the second one? Okay, fine. We'll try the second. Zen, Munir,
Yes, ma'am.
How will we do this one? X equals 3y. Avni, how will we do this one?
3y minus x.
We can take it either way. We can say x minus 3y plus 0 is equal to 0. So what is our a over here?
X.
A is how much?
X.
A
One,
is
one,
x.
one.
A is 1. B is how much?
3.
Minus 3.
Oh, yes, minus.
And C is how much?
0, 0.
0. Let's now try the second one. Yes, this is very simple. Who will tell me?
X, A is equal to 1.
Hmm.
B is equal to 6.
How is it 6? Where is it written 6?
No, 1. B is equal to 1 also.
1.
No?
What is this?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. Then what is the denominator doing over there then?
Minus
Hmm.
5.
Minus 5. So 5 is in the, that means 5 is being multiplied with y. Or is it 1 by 5 that's being multiplied by y?
1 by 5.
Right? Because it is y multiplied by minus 1 by 5, which is giving us minus y by 5.
Huh.
Yes? So b is equal to minus 1 by 5.
C is equal to 0.
0,
No, 10.
10,
Minus 10.
minus 10. Good. The first part is pretty simple. It's just like the third part. Now let's come to let's come to the sixth part.
Take the 0 on the other side.
No, 0 is already on the other side. See, your equation should look like this. There should be a term with x, there should be a term with y, and there should be a constant term. The term with x, like see, x can have any coefficient. So the term with x, we will write the coefficient as a. A is the coefficient of x. The y term can have any coefficient. B is the coefficient of y. And the constant term, which doesn't have any x, any y, we can write that as c. This is going to be, this is what we have written over here as well.
But this in this equation we don't have y.
So that means b is equal to
B is equal to 0.
0. Very good. So over here, b is 0. A is how much?
3.
And c is?
2.
C is 2. Okay.
So if there is no, like, if x is not given in one equation, so we have to write 0.
A is 0, yes. So the another example of what you're saying is y minus 2 equals 0. Now let's try this one.
A is 0,
A is 0,
y is 1,
y is 1,
c is 2, minus 2.
2 minus 2. Good, very good. Preshita,
Yes, ma'am.
what happened? You are not participating in the class like you used to?
No, ma'am. I'm just
Are
listening.
you? Acha, but See, learning doesn't happen just by listening.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to be an active participant in the learning
Mhm.
process. So 5 equals
Yeah.
2x. Now what do we do with this?
X equals 5/2.
We don't have to find the value of x. We have to find what is a, what is b, what is c. So we have
Yeah.
to bring this to the
Okay.
form of ax plus by plus c equals 0.
So 2x minus 5 equals yes, 0. So
We have brought the
A
5 to the other
equals
side.
2,
Hmm.
B is 0, and C is minus 5.
Okay, fine. Now I think we have done everything except the first one and the fifth one we have not done. So, okay, we have 5 minutes. Let's do the fifth one. Fifth one, 2x equals minus 5y. Munir, yes, Munir. What happened to this? Not charging. Munir.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. So, how do we do this one?
Ma'am, we have to do, ma'am, I don't know, ma'am.
Don't know. Okay. Munir, do you have a holiday today? Is it an off?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you at your home or somewhere else?
Ma'am, in my home, ma'am.
You're in your home only. Okay. Hmm. See, when you're studying, try to only for just only for the time period where you're studying, try to study in a distraction-free environment. Okay. And by distraction, I mean any sort of distraction. We have distraction on our devices, we have distraction in our environment. So please try to be without distraction. Okay. And I know it's not possible to be without distraction 24/7, but just for the time period where you're studying, so that it will be helpful for your studies. So,
Ma'am,
Munir, see how we do this. Yeah, just a minute, Avni. Munir, we have to bring everything to one side. Even if there is a constant, we have to bring everything to one side. The next or the other side of the equation, the right side of the equation should be 0. It should look like this. Okay. Some constant multiplied with x, some constant multiplied with y, and some constant term which doesn't have any x, any y. Okay, Munir?
Okay, ma'am.
So this, we will bring the 5y to the other side, minus 5y to the other side. What will it become, Munir?
2x plus 5, right?
Okay. And is there a constant term in this which is free of x and y? No, there is no
No.
constant term. So we will write plus 0 equals 0. Okay. So what we are trying to do in this question is asking us to rearrange this linear equation in this form, ax plus by plus c equals 0. In this form, we have to rearrange and we have to find out the value of a, b, and c. So over here, just compare it with this highlighted equation and tell me a becomes what? Over here, what
A
is a?
becomes 2, ma'am.
2, b is?
B is 0.
B is 0,
No, 5, ma'am.
5, and c is
0.
0. Okay. And yeah, that's it. So the first part of this question, the 2x plus 3y equals 9.35 part, that is very simple. You can do it because it's just like the third part. Okay. We are going to do just one more question. We just have to do minutes. Mm-hmm. Just a minute. Acha, one more thing. I think we discussed this in the coordinate geometry chapter. Okay, so we over here, we were seeing that A, B, and C, any one of these can be 0, right? Any one of these can be 0. So if you have, let's say, if you have an equation where A equals 1 by 5, B equals 0, and C equals 3, what will this equation become? What will the linear equation become? Avni?
Um,
Yes, Prishna.
1 by 5x,
Okay,
then
x by 5.
yeah, plus 0 and minus 3 equals 0.
So this minus 3 can go to the other side. It will become x by 5
Yeah,
is equal to
equals to
3.
0. 3, 3.
3. So x becomes equal to, x is equal to,
3 by 5.
no, 3 into 5, which is
Yeah,
15.
3.
X is equal to 15. See, now notice a very important difference, which will not be asked in your exam, but it should be important for you, because if this is not clear, then your mathematics for 9th and 10th grade is not going to be clear, at least this coordinate geometry wala part. And that is, x is equal to 15. If you are talking about your number line, if we are talking about the number line, then x is equal to 15 is what? Over here, it's a point, right? For example, this is 0, 1, 2, and so on. Somewhere it's going to be 15. Let's say this is 3. So x is equal to 3 is a point. Yes? So remember, when we are talking about number line, when we are talking in the context of number line, then x is equal to 3 looks like a point. So a point in one dimension, you don't need two coordinates. You just need one, which is 3. X is equal to 3. But in two dimensions, to measure a point or to talk about a point, you need two dimensions. You need two coordinates. So now, if you are talking about the Cartesian plane, and here you are talking about x is equal to 3, is this going to be a point or is it going to be something else?
This is going to be a point.
X is equal to 3 will be a point. What will y be equal to then? Because we know, we have seen that in the Cartesian plane, every point looks like x comma y, some coordinate. So if
So,
it is
ma'am, then it will be 3 comma 0.
3 comma 0, so what made you decide that y should be 0? I didn't tell you the value of y.
That's why we are keeping the value as 0. Because we don't
Why
know
only
the
0? Why not 1?
because 0 has no like.
So that is a huge disservice to 0. 0 is going to feel bad. How dare you say that about me, that I don't have any value? 0 is also a point and a very much valid point. In fact, it is the origin. That's how important it is. So how can you just discard 0 and say, oh, if we don't have
So
y is 0, then huh, what should y be? Yes, x is equal to 3 is going to look like what?
0 comma 3. No.
0 comma 3. But
No.
over there, the x coordinate is 0.
And then 3 comma 1.
Why 1? Why not 2?
Then 3 comma infinity.
Acha. So you are okay. So Avni, what you said, 3 comma 0 will also be a point. 3
Yeah.
comma 1 we can also take into consideration. 3 comma 2
So we can
also we
take
can take
any
into.
number.
We should take any number. So if x is 3 and you are taking 3 comma 0 is where? Here.
Yeah.
Let me show you. 3 comma 0 is here.